Hello, vinyl community and anyone else watching this. I've been debating for quite a while now whether or not show my Beatle collection on video. It's been done to death and I don't know if anybody has any interest. It's going to be a long video. It's going to be a two-parter, but I decided to do it. So I'm going to show my Beatle records while the Beatles were still together, and then part two will be stuff post the Beatle breakup and things not licensed by EMI, including bootlegs and ADCO and things like that. Anyway, so I'm going to get right to it. I'll show you labels once and then I'll just tell you that, hey, it's on that label. So it may surprise some people. It may be bigger than some people think and not nearly as big as other people think. I don't have a collection, say, like Mr. Eli's or Mean Mr. Mayo's. Nothing like that. I mean, they are my favorite band, with maybe the exception of Big Star. But anyway, I better get to this or it's never going to be done. So we're going to start off with the British album, Please Please Me. This is an original master copy. I have all 13 original masters on these, and there's a story behind this in that they were released, I believe, in 1988, 11 of them. 2 of them were already out, and the Record Theater in Buffalo got them in, and they priced them as regular albums, $8.98. So over a couple weeks span, I bought them all. White Album was double, $16.98, I think. So here you go, the Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab version of Please Please Me. I do have all of these. I will show the label on just this one, and all the other Mobile Fidelities are the same. But that's what they look like. And yeah, Please Please Me and all the others on Mobile Fidelity, and they are, to me, the best sounding Beatle albums. And this was the only place you could get these in stereo at the time. Next, the songs, stories, and pictures of the fabulous Beatles. It's a VJ album. I do not own a copy of Introducing the Beatles. I have in the past. It has this little fold out here. It's like a 3/4 fold out. And there's the back cover. And I will show the label. It is on the Rainbow VJ label. There you go. Next, this is out of order, but it's the same music, so I'm showing it now. The early Beatles. This is a very later pressing on the Purple Capitol label. We'll show that label once. There you go. Next we have With the Beatles. Again, a Mobile Fidelity Lab original master recording. And from what I've always heard, this is the rarest one of these because somewhere in the pressing process, somebody broke the master before they were through and they'd already given the tapes back. So there aren't as many of these as the other 11 that were pressed at the same time. At least that's what I've always heard. Meet the Beatles. It's a mono-American copy of this. And I will show one Capitol swirl label. Of course, everyone knows the Capitol swirl label. So, Meet the Beatles. I do have a stereo copy of Meet the Beatles as well. This is a late 60s, early 70s issue. And it is on the green label, Capitol label there. And also it has the Gold Record Award symbol on the cover. Canadian album, The Beatles Twist and Shout. This is a much later reissue as well on the Purple Apple label. Beatles' second album. Again, a reissue. I have had many of these in originals before, and I sold off a lot of Beatles a long time ago, but it is on Apple, this one, so I'll show that label. And of course the other side of the Apple. And one of one or two. This might be the only one, actually. I do have a Japanese reissue copy of the Beatles' second album. I have the Obi strip. It is torn at the top, though. And this is on a Japanese Apple label as well. And it is a gatefold, but I'm not going to take the time to show all that stuff. But there you go, Beatles' second album. My one copy of Something New, it is a mono, original, early pressing, I'm assuming. And it is in really nice shape. Beatles' Hard Day's Night, Mobile Fidelity copy. So, I have shown this before, but I'll show it again. The Beatles, a Russian copy of A Hard Day's Night. Since I bought this, I have seen them on the internet, and they're going for not a whole lot of money if anybody's interested. I've seen a few of them on eBay. I don't know what the deal is, if it's a recent pressing or what. It is DMM mastered. There you go, there's the label there. And it did sound really good. For a Russian album, I was surprised. And my only American Hard Day's Night album, actually I'm missing one here. I wonder where it is. Anyway, Hard Day's Night, very brown cover on this. I've never understood why the cover is so brown. This is a much later reissue. And it is on the United Artists. I call it the Sunshine label. I don't know if it has a real name or not, but it's on that label. And I don't know where it is. I just realized I did finally buy a Capitol version of that, and it is red. It's not brown, and it is on the purple Capitol label. I don't know where that is. Beatles Beat. This is a German pressing of this album. It's basically a greatest hits sort of thing. And it is on the blue EMI Odeon label. Beatles for Sale, Mobile Fidelity copy. It is a gatefold. Beatles 65 in stereo. It is an original copy, well, original-ish. Rainbow Capitol label. Nice copy, actually. Beatles Story. Very late reissue on the purple Capitol label. Of course, the Beatles Story is a gatefold. Beatles Help. Mobile Fidelity, once again. One of the few of these I have. Beatles Help, when they reissued the Beatles albums in the 80s along with the CD, it is the British version, pressed in America. Looks like the British album, but it's not. And it is on the purple label. I believe. Let me make sure. Yep. An original American Help. This one is, I believe it's a mono copy. It is on the original Capitol Swirl label. Beatles Greatest, another German copy here. This one is on the same blue Odeon label that I showed a minute ago. Beatles in Italy. This is the second one of these I've ever owned. I owned one once and I sold it, and I wish I didn't. It's a really just great sounding record. They did a fantastic job pressing this. And it's on EMI Parlophone. Oh, we show this side of the sleeve. And my original was on a tan EMI label. This is pressed in Italy. Milan, actually, and it's on this sort of blue Parlophone EMI label. Beatles 6 stereo reissue on Apple. There you go. I'm not a completist. I don't need to have everything. I want to have a copy of each album by the Beatles, but other than that, I get them when I find them. Rubber Soul. Once again, Mobile Fidelity Sound Labs copy. See, This one still has the price sticker, $8.98. There you go. Another one of these 80s reissues. But this is the American version of Rubber Soul. But it is a later 80s press on that purple label. Yesterday and today, not a butcher cover, wish it was. It is an original mono on the Capital Swirl label. Bootleg yesterday and today. I do not own a butcher cover. Japanese, I believe, it's supposed to be anyway. And it is on orange vinyl with a Capital Swirl label. You know, it looks pink there, but it's orange. Beatles Revolver, original master recording, mobile fidelity. Again, the price sticker is still on it there. An original German pressing in mono of Revolver. The British version. It has the flip backs on the back. And it's one of my favorite things. I'm really glad I do own this. It's on Odeon. It's on a blue Odeon label. You can see there. Just an American Revolver. It's stereo. It's a reissue on Apple. And one day Target had like 50% off of the few albums they were selling. So I picked up the new Revolver. I haven't opened it yet. It's still still sealed. It's from the 2009 remasters, so I haven't heard of these yet. But I have 3 of these now. I actually have heard one of them, and I'll get there. But there you go. Beatles, a collection of oldies but goodies. This is a German pressing. It's on that blue Odeon label once again. So there you go. It's a later pressing. It's the Fame series. It's got the Fame on top. Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It's got the inserts. Fairly nice copy. I'm not going to pull them out. You've all seen them before. Sgt. Pepper. Sgt. Pepper Mobile Fidelity does not have the inserts. The Mobile Fidelities didn't come with them. Actually, it does. I'm saying that, and I've got it stuck in the back here. I didn't think it did. Unless it's a spare one I had. I'm not sure. But anyway, there you go. Mobile Fidelity, Sgt. Pepper. And, of course, you have to have one of these. Well, everybody had one of these. The Sgt. Pepper picture disc. I used to have the Abbey Road, too, but I did sell that one. Apparently nobody wanted the Sgt. Pepper. They're not exactly rare. And my second 2009 remasters reissue of Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band this time. I believe this comes with the stuff and a booklet. But again, I have not opened it yet. I don't know if I will. I don't know if I have the need. I have the mono box, and by the way, that's going to show up in video too. I don't know if I, ever need to open this. I don't know. Magical Mystery Tour, mono, rainbow label, of course, with the book. Fairly decent shape. Again, you've all seen the book. I don't need to show you that. Same thing, stereo, an original. Not quite as nice condition. Heavy for some reason. It's a heavy album. I don't know why. And original master recording of Magical Mystery Tour. Not one of the 11. One of the 2 that were pressed earlier, a few years before that. And the one I'm not in love with. I don't like the sound. I never liked the sound on the American Magical Mystery Tour. And this isn't much better. It's one of the few mobile fidelities I don't love. So there you go. There's an 80s reissue of Magical Mystery Tour. I believe it's on the purple label. Yeah. But I don't have it in a thing, so I can show you the inside. No booklet. Didn't come with the booklet in the 80s. Very cheaply made. And this is the Magical Mystery Tour I always recommend. The Horzu German version of Magical Mystery Tour. Just amazing sound quality, and a few of the mixes are different. Strawberry Fields Forever is a little longer. Baby You're a Rich Man doesn't have that distortion in the piano. And there you go, the label. Other side label on Apple. 70s reissue. Beatles White Album, 70s reissue. Has none of the stuff in it. I don't know if it came with it or not. No anything there, just printed. Just pretty much a white record. Mobile Fidelity Sound Labs. Original master of the White Album. Again, not much to see. Doesn't come with the stuff. Buy it new. Did not come with the pictures or the poster. Just the records. My third 2009 remaster. There is a story behind this. On eBay there was a White Album listed. It just said Beatles White Album, stickers on cover, poster. I think I paid like 10 bucks for it and a couple bucks shipping. But it did have some pictures. It does have a little tiny dinghy in the corner. And it did have some pictures. And I looked at the label and I realized from the label that it was a 2009 reissue. And it didn't only come with the poster, it does have all the pictures. So it has all the goodies and everything, and for about 12 bucks I wound up getting the 2009 reissue of the White Album. So I was pretty pleased with that. And I have heard this. It sounds good. Like I say, it sounds amazing, but it sounds good. My only copy of Yellow Submarine, and it is a Japanese bootleg. At least everybody says it's a bootleg. I'm not 100% sure. It is mono mix. I don't know if it's a fold down or what, but there's the label, enough of it so you can see it. It's on blue vinyl. And I don't own any other Yellow Submarines. Sounds good, whatever it is. But there you go, Beatles Yellow Submarine. Only copy I have of that. Beatles Abbey Road. I might as well show them two at a time. I have two of these. They're both pretty much original pressings. Neither one are in great shape. It's hard to find an Abbey Road original in great shape. I think because it was such a great album. That, you know, everybody played them to death. You know, just standard Beatles Abbey Road on the Apple label. Oh, I didn't tell you that the Magical Mystery Tour original master I found at a flea market for $5. The guy said he thought there was something special about it, but he didn't know what it was. And I said, I don't know what it is. And I gave him the $5 and walked away with, at that time, a $35 or $40 album. And was pretty happy with that. And this I got maybe a year ago online, and I didn't have to pay too much for it. I was surprised. The Beatles Abbey Road Mobile Fidelity copy. Always sounds really good, but it's not the copy that I play. If I want to listen to Abbey Road, I listen to this. This is remastered. It's not remastered. It's just pressed sometime, I'm assuming, in the 90s, the late 90s or early 2000s. This sounds really, really good. I couldn't believe how good this sounds. So when I want to, I picked it up at Best Buy for like 13 bucks. So if I want to listen to Abbey Road, it's this copy that I listen to. It's got the thing up here. It's not an Apple label, and no Apple down here. Abbey Road. And last but not least, the Beatles, Let It Be. Red Apple on the back, of course. On Apple Records. Red Apple. I don't believe this is a bootleg. There were bootlegs of these, and this does have a little bit of a cut corner. But I don't think this is a bootleg because it's got the Phil and Ronnie on the lead out on the vinyl. So I don't think it's a boot. It's in pretty nice shape for Let It Be. They tend to get ring wear. There you go. Pictures on the inside. And very last but not least, Let It Be Mobile Fidelity Sound Labs copy. Very red apple on the back. And there you go. I managed to do it in not too much time. I am going to do a part 2, but I'm not going to film it tonight. I am waiting for a record to show up that I want to include because it has some special significance to me. So I will post these probably together when I post them, but I'm not going to film the other half tonight. I hope I didn't bore you too much with just a ton of very quick Beatles, but thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribe. And to all my subscribers, again, as always, thank you. Check out my podcast, snapcracklepop.podomatic.com, the Snap, Crackle, and Pop of Vinyl Hour. And I also am having a 100 subs contest. Please feel free to enter that. Until part 2, which will be Hey Jude and beyond. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.